This YouTube video is to show you my electric bicycle. This electric bike is built from a standard Diamondback mountain bike with an electric bike kit installed. I chose the bike kit from a company called eBike Kit, based out of Pennsylvania. Their website is ebikekit.com. My research led me to conclude that these guys at eBike Kit offer the best quality and most complete product at the best price. They offer a complete kit that includes a powered rear wheel driven by a 500-watt direct drive electric motor, a controller, and a 48-volt lead-acid battery pack, and all the wiring and other accessories for around $650. The installation of the kit was straightforward and took about an hour. I have since dressed up the installation further, as well as added some nice accessories to the bike. I'll show these to you now. Let's start with the locking top storage box. This holds the battery pack and the controller. The eBike kit comes with a nice Cordura nylon bag for the battery pack. I used this at first, but it was only large enough to hold the battery pack. I happen to have this fiberglass top box off from an old motorcycle, and I mounted it onto the back rack on my bike. As you can see, I have room enough inside for the battery pack, the controller, as well as things like a lock, a tool kit, my glasses and such. And it has a lock, so that these things are secure and no one has access to the on-off switch on the controller. The battery pack itself is comprised of 4 12-volt sealed lead-acid batteries that each look like this. They are fairly heavy, and a nice upgrade would be to switch this out for lithium phosphorus batteries. LiPo batteries have several advantages over SLA batteries, such as more power in the same physical package, yet significantly less weight. They also offer a longer life, lasting a couple thousand recharge cycles, while the SLA batteries are only good for a few hundred. But they do cost considerably more. I can buy this 48-volt sealed lead-acid battery pack on the internet for less than $100. While a LiPo battery pack will cost you close to $400. In addition to the 48 volts supplied to the rear wheel motor, I also tap into just one of the 12-volt batteries and run a 12-volt wire to the front of my bike. I use this 12-volt wire to run my Garmin GPS. I also monitor this 12-volt battery with a digital voltmeter that I had lying around. It gives me a status of the overall battery pack, assuming that the other 3 batteries are in the same state of charge as the one being monitored. A 12-volt meter is a lot easier and cheaper to come by than a 48-volt meter, and it accomplishes the same job. I mount the GPS using a RAM mount. I also have another mount for my cell phone, so I'm quite connected and well informed with this setup. The GPS provides critical information on my current speed and the number of miles I've gone. I find that the batteries are good for about 10 miles on a full charge with only occasional pedaling from me. With the 48-volt battery pack, I usually cruise at about 23 miles per hour on flat ground. Of course, if I went slower, reducing the wind resistance, and if I were to contribute more pedaling, I could significantly increase the range to 15 or even more miles per battery charge. But that's not usually how I ride. As I mentioned, the kit is very complete from eBike Kit. They actually give you 2 complete throttle assemblies, and you decide which one of the 2 to use. I have the twist throttle installed on my bike. This most resembles a motorcycle twist grip, which I'm already used to. The twist throttle then replaces your standard handlebar grip on the right side. The other option is a thumb lever push throttle. This is installed next to the existing right handlebar grip and doesn't replace your grip, as the twist throttle does. The kit also includes replacement front and rear brake perches. They call these e-brakes, but they don't actually make your brakes electric at all. They simply have a switch built into the perch so that whenever you do apply either front or rear brakes, the switch gets thrown and it cuts power to your rear wheel. This way, it becomes impossible for the rider to apply the brakes while still powering the wheel. which might happen in a panic situation. By including these additional items in their basic kit, it really separates eBike Kit from the rest of the guys out there offering electric bike upgrades. The amount of torque being supplied by the powered back wheel is considerable, especially with a 48-volt battery pack. The bike frame has these squared off dropouts where the back wheel is installed. But if these dropouts were the only thing holding the back wheel secure, they would quickly become deformed and the rear wheel would spin on the frame, wrecking the frame and the rear wheel. So eBike Kit provides this universal torque arm, which helps to hold the rear wheel rigid with the torque arm bracket taking the pressure off the dropouts and extending it up the frame. Some additional accessories I've added include replacing the rear kickstand with a center stand. With the bike weighing so much more, a conventional kickstand won't reliably hold up the bike. I got this center stand for about $20 on Amazon, and it does a much better job holding up the bike. I also added fenders in case I go through a puddle and don't want to get dirty water splashed on me. In the area of improved comfort, I ordered a Schwinn comfort seat and a handlebar with a 4-inch rise, all from Amazon. For improved safety, I ordered a bicycle bell, a rear view mirror, and an LCD flashing rear light. So let's go for a spin, shall we?